outlandish. China has been crazy. The daily tweets coming out and the daily press releases. How many white papers have they released now? 3 or 4?
If you want to see what butthurt copium looks like,
yeah,
distilled,
like meltdown.
It's like they boiled it and distilled the essence from
Yeah.
copium, and now it's black tar copium.
Yes, yes.
Because the tweet storm that came out of state media, it's almost
ridiculous.
like they were using missiles with their mouth.
Yes.
Or their fingers on the keyboard. They got a memo because all the shit that they keep typing is the same.
Yeah.
Right?
So, all these big government officials are tweeting out the most ridiculous stuff, about USA meddle this, Taiwan's always been a part of China, that, this and that, the next thing. But also just off-the-wall crap. We've written a new white paper on this, and now we've written a second white paper on this. Now you've written I actually told one of them to shut up and stop wasting paper. How much paper, and the fact that they're a paper tiger as well. Tiger wasting paper. It's ridiculous. So, I mean, if you were keeping track of this, you would think that everyone's in chaos and there's a meltdown going on. Meanwhile, if you read the tweets coming out of Taiwan, they've got I follow their defense ministry on Twitter. They just post, 23 planes flew into this area close by. We're monitoring it closely. We have everything locked on with missiles and stuff. We're just, we're ready to protect ourselves if necessary. And on the China side, it's posting these stupid cartoons of Pelosi as a war demon and stuff, and America is this disgusting thing, and posting all this stuff about how what was that thing they said that Tsai Ing-wen is not
Taiwan's president.
Yeah, she's not a good descendant of Chinese blood or whatever. She's an unworthy descendant of Chinese people. That kind of
just busting out the racism as usual.
Yeah, but the interesting thing is that this childish crap that they keep putting out, it's coming from their top diplomats.
Yeah, this isn't like fringe tabloids.
Yeah, it's like their foreign spokesperson says things like this.
The person that takes Xi Jinping's words and puts it out to the world.
Yeah. So, you have diplomats, right? Yeah. China doesn't have diplomats because they're not diplomatic.
No. They act like spoiled children.
China has basically internet trolls.
Yeah.
That's what they are.
But shit internet trolls.
Yeah, they really are. They're really horrible people.
Next week, I think we might have a pretty big update about. Just play projection there.
Oh yeah,
projection. He's in some hot water.
He certainly is.
Now, did you hear about that?
Yeah, I did hear a little bit about that.
He's been a little bit inactive recently, and it has something to do with some domestic abuse or something.
Yeah,
so we'll cover that next week.
Yeah, we will. But for now, let's look at Hua Chunying, who is the foreign spokesperson for China. She is the foreign spokesperson.
She's a real demon.
Yeah.
Just real mean.
So not only has she been constantly posting evil USA this and blah, blah, that, and Taiwan belongs to China and we will take it back by force when we want to, and that kind of shit that is usual, and a lot of undiplomatic stuff. She, in her great wisdom, decided that this would be a great tweet. So she put out a tweet saying, Baidu maps show that there are 38 Shandong dumpling restaurants and 67 Shanxi noodle restaurants in Taipei. Palates don't cheat. Hashtag Taiwan has always been a part of China. The long-lost child will eventually return home.
Can you imagine the level of idiocy and butthurtness that would lead someone to believe that a sovereign territory belongs to them because of a noodle restaurant?
Yeah, because it's dumb. It's like saying, there's a lot of Indian restaurants in New York. Right. So America belongs to India.
Right. But, by the way,
palates don't lie.
Where we live, there's a lot of Italian delis. So actually, we have Italian citizenship now.
Yeah. We should just go home and be Italian. Yeah. Because we like pizza.
Yes.
It's that kind of nonsense. But of course, this wasn't just... People didn't just let this slide.
No.
Okay?
That's what we covered.
Yeah. So almost immediately, by the way, this guy, Yang Guita, is a friend of the channel.
Yeah.
He immediately responded with, there are 173 Taiwan restaurants in Beijing, loser.
That's bad.
Because that's more.
That's more. That's the thing. In the capital of China.
Yeah, so if you think about it, Taipei is the capital of Taiwan, right? So what's 38 plus 67 is 100 odd.
Yeah.
Okay? My math sucks.
90 something.
Yeah, 90, almost 100. But then in Beijing... you've got 173 Taiwanese restaurants.
Ouch.
So-
Ouch.
So that's more.
So that means China belongs to Taiwan.
Yeah, palates don't lie.
Palates don't lie.
I mean,
The long lost mother will return to the child, apparently.
yes. Well, let's
Sorry,
be fair.
Bob.
The way that China behaves, they are the child.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a freaking little child.
It's like a kid you don't want.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
throwing
you know
a tantrum.
You know what it is?
What?
It's the kid that gets left at the fire station in those deposit boxes. It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
I know it's my flesh and blood, but I just can't deal with this anymore. You'd stuff it in there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's mainland China under Xi Jinping.
It's kind of like if the father was a disgusting criminal.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You just don't want anything to do with
China
it.
operates like a criminal, so.
So other people were also very happy to point out that there are many McDonald's restaurants in Beijing.
Yeah, this is from XA Singh. I don't know who this is, but his comment was, Google Maps shows that there are multiple McDonald's restaurants in Beijing. Palates don't cheat. Hashtag Beijing has always been part of American fast food culture. The long lost child will eventually return home. I loved how he copied this.
Exactly. Something else that that is also interesting. You know, okay, in Taiwan, there are about 10,000 Japanese restaurants. So that means that Taiwan actually should go back and be part of Japan. Then.
Yeah, because Japan did have claim over Taiwan. Unlike, by the way, the
China.
PRC.
Yeah.
Like, Communist China has never once ruled over Taiwan.
Never. But Japan did. They governed it. It was,
It's rightfully independent now,
Yes.
but they actually, you could actually say at one point it was Japan.
Yeah, at one point, Taiwan did belong to Japan.
Right, so
Yeah.
palates don't lie.
Palates don't lie. Time to go back to your previous government. Obviously.
By the
not,
way, I
but-
can confirm when I lived in Taiwan, even in rural areas, Japanese food is almost the go-to.
Dude, it was awesome. Like,
Yeah.
I remember in Taoyuan, this little on the side of the road, dude would make tonkatsu.
Yeah,
and you
all
just
over.
chill out there. There's people always eating it. You sit on the curb. And
Taiwan's
on the
incredible
street.
because it's like half China, half Japan.
Well, it's half.
awesome.
You get the real Chinese culture.
Yeah.
And you get Japanese culture mixed together.
It's really cool.
Yeah, kind of like Hong Kong is Chinese culture and UK culture,
And
mixed
like
together.
everything mixed together,
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting
Conglomeration.
place. Anyway, so this kind of thing goes on, but it turns out that
Just people kept
yeah,
going.
McDonald's locations in Beijing. There's something like 8,500 KFC restaurants.
So it hurts.
Look, 150 Japanese restaurants in Beijing. Ooh,
Oh, that one stings.
that's bad. That's because if you understand the history between China and Japan, that is a terrible thing because Japan did actually at some point completely like take over China.
Do you actually, you know who, he's going to get in trouble for this, but he supports it. You know who really likes Japanese food is Clam Man.
Oh yeah, because it's
He's going to get in trouble for that.
oh yeah, he's not allowed to like Japanese food. But I mean, now that if you were to take her tweet and you get a Japanese diplomat to tweet that out.
Can you imagine Japan ever doing something like
No,
that?
because they actually
Or Taiwan.
they're polite and
Yeah.
they stick to international diplomatic norms, unlike China.
Be normal.
Yes.
You cringe piece of shit.
I know.
It's so bad.
Yeah, I know.
It's making me embarrassed because I'm the one defending China all the time, especially when it comes up in errant conversations. People misspeak about China, and I correct them.
Yeah.
But it's hard to correct diplomatic behavior like this when the front page of China is this. Your foreign ministry spokesman, get a leash on her.
Yeah.
Get a leash on Zhao Lijian as well. All
Yeah.
of them. Put them away because this wolf warrior shit's not working. It's
backfiring, and that's why China's dying of embarrassment. Because,
Yeah.
by the way, KFC, this is part of the thumbnail. There are 8,500 KFC restaurants in China, thereabouts.
Yes.
It's one of the most prolific, and you can attest to this. It's difficult to find in rural China, but if you're going to find any fast food chain in rural China, it will be KFC, like, American fast food chain. You'll get Dicko's or whatever, or you might get nothing at all. You'll get some knockoff, but KFC is all over. So people are starting to make a lot of fun. They're like saying that, China's always been a part of Kentucky. Time to come back home. That
Time
kind of
to come
stuff.
home.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Speaking of wolf warriors, again, more of this Taiwan
This is
crap.
bad.
This is the same guy who said that Japan has no right to talk about the Taiwan issue or whatever. And I replied to him and saying, yes, they do, because they actually once governed Taiwan, unlike you.
Yeah. That hurts.
Yes.
Salt.
So this bizarre analogy from, a Chinese government official again here saying, would the UK remain calm and show restraint if Scotland split itself from the UK?
That's a really bad analogy.
Especially since they had a referendum a couple of years ago asking if they wanted to leave the
They
UK.
literally, not only did they have a referendum for this, they allowed the people to decide if they wanted to be independent or not. And if they did that in Taiwan, you better believe Taiwan would be de facto independent.
Also, don't forget, Scotland is still a country.
Yeah.
It's still a separate country.
Just because it's in the UK.
Yeah, it's part of the UK, but it's still its own country. Okay?
They get to decide.
Yes, they do. China doesn't understand the world.
No.
The Chinese diplomats do not understand the world.
No, they didn't understand the separation of powers. They're like, why did Biden allow Pelosi to go? Because in China, it's one party rule. It's one man that decides everything, right? Yeah. They don't understand that separation of powers or democratic values or anything.
No, they don't. So they make all these absolutely ridiculous mistakes all the time.
Yeah. The Scotland one was a faux pas.
That's really, really dumb.
That was bad.
Okay.